Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming, and some of you may on Twitter the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Remember the Flowers. So y'all, before we jump right into it, I just wanted to let y'all know our Patreon is now up. We've got bronze, silver, and gold memberships respectively, each being $5, $10, and $15 a piece. So if y'all join up, you get exclusive rewards and permanent access to our community Discord server. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm Chan, you are up, and let's go. Alright. I sent in the request for time off. Should get a response in the next day or so. Give us time to set up a route. It's been a while since I've had a nice haul. I'll see if Rose will let us borrow one of her bikes. You still have yours, right? Sure do, although it could use a little tune-up. After we finish up, I'll head over to ask her about it. We're not taking the in-vehicle? There shouldn't be a need. It's so remote, I doubt even Resume has set up any posts out there. Fair enough. I've never ridden on a motorcycle before. Oh. Fair enough. I've never ridden on a motorcycle before. We'll get a sidecar for you if need be. I don't know. Maybe he should learn how to ride one. He could use a means of transportation for himself. That's not a bad idea. I'm sure we can easily forge a license for him. Am I even considered a citizen around here? Who's going to ask? No one will care. You do make a good point, though. I'll ask if we can whip up an ID for you, too. Bet you could still get drinks without issue. Not like anyone would card you. Being over 300 years old has its perks, after all. The rest of our mealtime shifts into talking about what benefits and disadvantages I have being so old. Before I know it, a good hour passes by. I'm gonna go pay. I have to go to work later this afternoon. I'll let you know if they approve the time off. Yeah, I should probably get things started for the trip as well. What about you, Cyrus? I was thinking of paying Vita a visit. I wanted to see if I should do anything in particular since we'll be away for a long time. Sounds like we all got a plan. Alright, let's get out of here. Good idea. It's starting to get busy. Hope Ash will be fine. I'm sure he will be. He's more capable than you know. I know. Heh, cute. Alright. Meanwhile, on the upper floor of a hospital in Tensia, a hippo wearing a doctor's coat is examining his newest patient. You seem to be healing up well. Your eyes should be as good as new. I guess as a wolf you have some pride to protect. Isn't that right, Mr. Krager? Say what you want, but I don't have a lot to be prideful of. You were in a sorry state when you got here, so I'm not surprised. The hippo starts to laugh as if he wasn't insulting me. I want to punch him in the face. Please don't antagonize him too much, Doctor. He's already taken a beating, as you're aware. I glare at the weasel on the other side of the room, but I hold my tongue. I'm in too deep to try and start shit with him. Yes, I do apologize. Let's just get those bandages off. I bat the hippo's hand away. I can do it myself. My word! I'll take over from here, Doctor. I'll have the payment sent over this afternoon. Well, if you insist, please give the lovely folks over at Resume my regards. We'll always be of service to our most generous patrons. Considering you mended a smashed snout and a broken eye socket in a matter of weeks, you better believe I'll put in a good word. Anything for your cause, sir. Well then, I'll be off. Let one of the nurses know if you need anything else. Will do, sir. Thank you. The weasel already loses interest with the doctor, staring in my direction again. The hippo doesn't seem to notice as he starts humming to himself on his way out. Huh? Once it's just the two of us, it's silent. I try not to talk to him if I don't have to. How are you feeling? I get off the hospital bed I was sitting on and then make my way to a nearby sink and mirror. Using my claws, I snip away the bandages. It takes a moment for me to be able to focus with my bad eye, but once I do, I can't help but notice how clean it looks. As if it was never hurt to begin with. I guess that's what a rich hospital gets you. I can see Artemis move behind me in the reflection with a serious look on his face. Honestly, I thought after everything you'd be willing to open up at least a little bit. I guess your info isn't as good as you thought. Oh, I'm so glad you brought that up. I wanted to ask you a few questions. One second, y'all. Water time. Alright. As far as I'm aware, we're done here. Is that right? After thinking about it, I decided I don't want to work for you anymore. Artemis starts staring at me in the reflection. Don't you think that after selling us multiple people you found on the street, you're a little too far gone? Want me to open your file? Oh, believe me, it's quite interesting. But it wasn't until we met last month that I realized something about you that is positively damning. Now more than ever, I wish I had my rifle with me. What might that be? Artemis walks up closer behind me, enough to get near my ear. Why didn't you tell us you worked for them? He's still staring at my reflection. I'm trying best not to look scared shitless. What do you mean? My life has nothing to do with you. You've been withholding critical information from us, Lance Krager. You didn't really think we wouldn't find out about who you used to work for, did you? Not only that, but after doing a little digging, I can see that you lied to us when you sought us out years ago. Fuck my life. Artemis lets out an unsettling chuckle. Now, I'm not one to get my hands dirty if I don't have to. As you're probably aware of, it takes ages to wash blood out of fur. Squeezing my fist so hard my claws easily puncture my skin. I can feel warm blood drip onto the floor below. Artemis looks down with a coy look on his face. And now, Mr. Krager, I'm a fair man. We got you the best of the best in terms of public medical treatment. However, now that it's come to my attention that you weren't being fair with us... You stop beating around the bush, just what the hell do you want? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. I'll make things simple for you. I have since learned that you never got a proper education as well. I want to kill. If you want to leave this room alive, you're going to come work for us, and tell us everything you know. Simple terms, right? Oh, how I love it when tough guys try to act all defiant. If it's any consolation, I'm sure you'd do well as a soldier for us. The weasel pokes my forearm before he squeezes it. Despite how small in stature he is, I can't help but wince. Then again, that's entirely up to you, of course. Now, what will it be, Lance Krager? I close my eyes just so I don't have to look at his smug piece of shit for just a second. It crossed my mind to sell information about Aaron and the others many times, but despite everything that's happened, I couldn't. Maybe it's naivety, but every day I'm waiting for an apology letter to come through my axiom. It's been years. How weak am I? How stupid am I? I take a deep breath before answering a simple yes or no question. Fine. Oh, wonderful. I knew we'd see eye to eye. However, just in case... With a swift movement, the weasel fastens something around my neck. I don't have time to register what it is before it starts to tighten. I can hear a beep coming from within it. What the fuck? Oh, never seen one before. It's called an Arcadia collar. It's to make sure you know your place in the world. You'll always be under our caring eye as long as you're employed with us. Shake on it? Artemis grabs my bleeding palm and starts to shake it, giving it a healthy squeeze that causes me to cringe in pain. Dear me, when did that happen? We might have to extend your stay after all. Let me go fetch the doctor. I'll be back in a jiffy. With one final squeeze, the weasel makes his way out of my hospital room. It's quiet. The sound I can hear is my blood dripping to the floor, making a mess. I tug on the black metal collar around my neck. I can feel it sinking into my skin. How fitting. The next day... Aaron got back to me last night saying that the request for leave was approved. Looks like it'll just be myself, Aaron, and Silver. We'll leave the next few days. Silver is actually still going to be working. Apparently there's rumors of a facility being built around that region. He's going to do some reconnaissance on it. It's like, water time. He's still complaining about it on our way to visit Karen. Man, I should have known they were going to find a way to make me work. Didn't you want to go scavenging for lodestars on company time? Yeah, but they wouldn't have known that. I'm sure it'll be fine. For all we know, there won't even be anything current-related out there. You keep saying current. What is that? Oh, resume. Force of habit, sorry. Ah, don't worry about it. Silver makes his way to the inner gym and takes off his hood. I do the same as I wave to Karen. Karen spots us from the other side of the room, waving excitedly. Hey, guys! More southern. Hey, guys! What's the occasion? You're not due to train until tomorrow, Sci. Ah, about that. We give Karen a quick rundown of the situation at hand. What? Why wasn't I invited? Because knowing you, you've already blown all of your vacation time. That's not true. I have at least 5 hours left, she exclaims with genuine enthusiasm. I rest my case. To be fair, it was a spur-of-the-moment decision. I think we'll only be gone for a week at most. Not much of a vacation. You're gonna need a ride, right? That's actually why we're here. We wanted to see if we could borrow a bike for Axel and Cyrus. Plus, I need a tune-up on my own. I think I have something in storage that work for that. Sidecar and everything? Along with some helmets. The kind Ring's been working on. Just 3? Yeah, he's given most of them out, but I should have enough. My eyes start to wander around the gym as they have their conversation. I wonder what kind of rehab I can do while I'm gone. Hey, Rose, will this impact my therapy at all? Not particularly. You've been making great strides since we started. Just make sure to take breaks while on the road to stretch, and you'll be fine. Got it. Sounds good. Speaking of, did you teach him how to punch? Hell yeah, I did. Cyrus wanted to learn some basic self-defense. Why? What happened? Oh, I was just teasing Cyrus about... Just like yesterday, I dropped my fist squarely into Silver's arm. Ow! Karen whistles, satisfied. Dang, Cy, your form could use some work, but you've definitely nailed the basics. I stretch my fingers out. Thankfully, I've had plenty of opportunities to practice. I have been called a great teacher. By who? Anyway, regardless, thanks for the help, Rose. I appreciate it. Don't mention it. Just make sure you enjoy yourself, yeah? I'll certainly do my best. I'd love to stick around, but I gotta go talk to Vita, too. Oh, yeah? I think it's their day off. What do you need? Same thing I asked you. What should I do while gone and all that jazz? We'll find them. They never leave the base. They're probably in their garden. I tried texting them on my Axiom, but they haven't responded, which doesn't help. Yeah, good luck getting a reply out of them. I've been trying for weeks, and I'll be lucky if I get a simple okay. They never got accustomed to using their Axiom. They're pretty old-fashioned. What does that make me? Older-fashioned. Hyena starts to laugh at her poor excuse of a joke. I don't have the heart to tell her how dumb it is, though. Instead, I just try to force a laugh. Anyway, that's most of our prep work done for the trip. I still have some supplies to go shopping for. I'll probably be back late at night. Want me to save you some dinner? Sure, if you want. Don't wait up for me. You need your rest. Yeah. If you do find Vita, let them know I want to see them. I've got some mechanic-y questions I want to ask them. I'll do my best to remember that. Let me know if y'all need anything else. You got it. I'll probably see you again right before you leave. Take care. You as well. I'll see you later, Talon. That you will. I'll try to pick up some stuff for you while I'm out. My treat. 1 second, y'all. Water time. Last 2 minutes, y'all. Let's make it count. Oh, yay? Don't worry. Nothing you can't handle. Right. I've been walking through the halls of the base for almost 30 minutes. It's like I've gotten lost or anything. It's not like I've gotten lost or anything. I can retrace my steps. I knocked on Vita's office door a few times, but there wasn't a response. I assume they're in the garden, like Silver said. The only problem is that I have no clue where it is. They never gave me a tour of the whole facility. While I can find what I know easily, finding somewhere I've never been is so tough. Is it like a literal garden all the way down here? How the hell does that work? I start getting winded from walking around for so long and then lean against a nearby wall. I knew this place was huge, but this is ridiculous. Oh hey, look, it's the ghost of Resume. Look behind me as two somewhat familiar faces turn a corner. Oscar, stop, don't be so rude. How come? He's super cool, like a real-life storybook character. That's a bit of an oxymoron he got there. The rabbit and husky I met last month walk up to me. I try my best to straighten my posture and look presentable. Hello again, I hope you're doing well. Besides all the assignments we've been getting, I can't really complain too much. We just got back from a hefty one. Thankfully, we have a couple days to relax before setting out again. I see. Must be rough out there. They're not working you too hard. It's whatever. It pays well, and it seems to be for a good cause. We're trying to stop a nationwide conglomerate from taking advantage of people's goodwill and ignorance. Not to mention the whole raising an army of pumped-up super soldiers thing. Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. Honestly? Well, I'm sure you're both doing a good job. Really? You mean that? Oscar gets excited and a little too close to my face for my liking. Still, I try to be polite. Yeah, absolutely. You're a leader, after all. The hair starts tugging on the husky's ear. And because of that, he should show a little bit more respect. Ow! Hey, if anyone's got respect here, it's me. Cyrus is literally a huge inspiration. I wouldn't go that far. Besides, being a damsel in distress, I haven't really done anything. Don't say that. Saving lives and screwing over Resume is what we're meant to do. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Leave a super thanks or a tip if you can. It always helps. Until the next video, y'all, go check out the Patreon. I love you all. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.